This guy, super funny comic man, he's toured all over, but he's here tonight. So ladies and gentlemen, clap your hands for Arora, everybody. Arora.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Joel. I'm one of those guys who just showed up, and Joel's nice enough to put me up first, so that's great. 4 people. You guys are awesome. How you doing? Good, good. So I moved to Atlanta about 1.5 years ago from Canada, and I learned in that time how ignorant my Canadian friends are about the South. One of my friends asked me, "Hey Mo, is it true that Southerners are all really nice but kind of racist?" I said, "No, Southerners are all really nice, even the racists." Because I do attract a certain kind of attention because of my skin color, and I can tell when it's happening for 2 reasons. One, usually happens during a new season of Homeland. So it's good, it's a nice reminder that maybe I should start carrying my passport on me at all times. And then the other one is whenever they ask me where I'm from, and they always ask me where I'm from, but when they do, and I say Canada, they always say, "That's not what I meant." Like, let's take it back, there's more to that question, right? But the reason why I moved here, as may have been inferred earlier, I met an American girl and I followed her down here, and it worked out because we got married earlier this year. And I'm still too new into being married to know anything about it, but I can tell you that being married is a lot better than being engaged, because planning my wedding was easily the most stressful thing I've ever had to watch someone else do. Yeah, because like, let me paint you a picture. My family is from India, her family is from East Tennessee. So, it's 2 very different groups of people sitting across from each other, trying to understand each other, but the whole time just thinking, can you believe their accents? They sound like clowns, right? And so Indian people love really big, elaborate weddings, but where my wife is from, it's a very, very typical affluent southern white church community, right? Very #blessed. So, right, so they love really fancy weddings too, and I thought, I'm the groom, I don't have any say in this. I think this whole thing is going to be out of control. It's going to turn into this giant super wedding, become an event. They call it Bollywood meets Dollywood. But luckily, there was no combining our 2 weddings because we share no customs. There's no overlap. The conversations were crazy. It's just like one side being like, well, we all stand around in silence until it's our turn to quote from the Bible. And then the other side's like, no, fuck that, the group should come in riding on an elephant. And so it's like, you know what? Cooler heads prevailed. My wife got the wedding that she's always dreamed of since she joined Pinterest a couple years ago, so it's good. It's good. Pinterest is a new thing for me because it's obviously not, it's like just a glimpse into the soul of a southern white woman, I guess, right? A lot of sorority taste there, I guess. Now, including my own, I've now been to 3 southern weddings, and at all 3 weddings, the bride and all the bridesmaids got their monogram on everything, like sweaters and travel pouches and like bags and all that. And I just think it's a weird message to send at the start of a marriage. Like, we're partners, we're equals, what's mine is yours. But I'm gonna start by putting my initials on everything I own. So, it's like, okay, I didn't know we were playing that game. I would have, this car is mine. I don't know. It's a real transitional time for me because now, so, like I said, I'm newly married, I'm in my early 30s now, I moved to a new country. A lot of changes are happening, and I realized I needed to make some changes to myself. And I had made a big decision recently. I fired my dick as the boss of me. That's like a real important change I had to make in my life. Like, I really just like, this organization's headed in a new direction, and I cannot, your leadership is not gonna get us there. Like, you're too impulsive, you have no long-term vision for the future. Like, yeah, we've had a lot of fun together, you know, we've had a lot of success, but it's just time to move on, right? And so, like, I reached a point where I was reading recently, apparently there's male birth control that's like around the corner, and I'm like really excited that I want some, like sign me up right now. Because part of it is I want to take the burden off of my wife. Like, it's like, we have this plan together, and we have all these, you know, it's like, this is our timeline that we're on, but then when push comes to shove, so I have no role in this. My only birth control is to watch her take her birth control. And I'm like, there's gotta be more to that, right? Especially because my wife is one of those people that, like, she has a hard time taking pills, so it's always a big production. It's always like, every night, it's always like, it's like, come on, half of those are just sugar. You can't eat candy? Like, let me do that for you, you know? But I don't know, I just think also when it comes to most things related to sex, men are the ones that are out of control. So, I mean, we should be the ones sort of like, we're the flight risk, so maybe we should be the ones doing all the preventing, right? I don't know, I think there should be male birth control at, as mint bowls outside, like at the door of every bar and club in America, just like, there you go, hope I get lucky tonight, right? So, I don't know. I gotta think more about that, but thank you all very much for letting me entertain you. Enjoy the rest of the show. Here's Joel.
Mo Arora, ladies and gentlemen.